What's up, YouTube? Knight's Edge here again. Got another little quick review for you of a really special knife. This one was lent to me by a viewer. Thanks to viewers like him that he actually wanted to remain nameless, but thanks to viewers like him that let me borrow knives. I can keep going with regular content for you guys. So big shout out to y'all, and appreciate all my channel members, everybody that is in Patreon. Patreon's linked down below if you're interested. This knife is actually available in many variants down below. If you go on DLT Trading, check out my affiliate links down below. DLT Trading, this one's available in plenty of different variants right now. And thanks everyone who likes the video. Hit the like button if you like the content. Hit subscribe if you want to listen to me ramble on and on about knives and other random stuff. But yeah, this one has been a grail of mine for a long time. I've actually wanted this one for quite a while. This is a Spartan Harsey folder. This is the one in particular that's the Royal Flush 2022 special edition on DLT. I don't know if you can get it elsewhere. You may be able to. I'm not sure about that. But pretty cool looking finish on it. Pretty cool looking knife. We're going to get all into it here. Let me go ahead and get the specs out of the way. Find my tape measure here. Alright, overall length, Spartan Harsey folder, from the tip of the blade all the way to the butt of the handle. Sorry about that. Let's see, looking at, let me make sure I got it right. Right at 8 7/8. Say 8 7/8 overall. If you go all the way to the end of the handle right there, maybe 8 3/4, 8 7/8. Blade length 4 inches if you go all the way to where it meets up with the handle right there. There's not a choil, which we're going to talk about in a little bit, but sharpened edge length on the blade, you're looking right at 3 5/8 of an inch is where that sharpened edge starts right there on the blade. Let's see, let me get out the calibers here. Alright, probably help if I turn them on, huh? Alright, blade stock thickness, try not to mess the finish up. Just barely get it on there, 156 thousandths on that. And behind the edge, you're looking at, I got 37 right there. Let's see. Let me double check that. And 38 thousandths there. Let's go up here a little bit more. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's just that thick. I'm thinking that I was thinking it was thinner than that, but yeah. Looking around 40 thousandths, 45 thousandths there. If you go all the way down here, man, pretty thick stock, huh? 44 thousandths. 38, 37.5 thousandths is the thinnest measurement I've got. Alright, handle thickness, just barely get it on there. You're looking at 530 thousandths, around that. Yeah, that is that's a thick boy. This is a hard used knife, y'all. I mean, it is a very nice knife. It's a high-end production USA knife, small batch, made I believe in North Carolina. I think they're made in North Carolina. Yeah, South Pines, North Carolina. I had to double check the website there, but yeah, South Pines, North Carolina. So definitely a small batch USA made knife. I would put it in the same category as like a Hinder, McNeese, you know, knives of that sort. Strider, maybe Strider's a little more uncommon since their production's not as what it used to be, but yeah, I would definitely say this is a what you would call a small batch American made knife, one that I would absolutely love to add to my collection one day. So let's get out, let's see what we got here, do some size comparisons. That is Ontario Knives Rat Model 1 and Ontario Knives Rat Model 2, so definitely closer to the Rat 1 but bigger than both. Get out the Demco knives, or the Cold Steel, I'm sorry, Cold Steel knives 8010, and the Demco knives 8020.5. That's the slicer. So longer than both. How about, let's see, Spyderco Knives Paramilitary 2. That one's with the Lightning Anno, custom done by Mr. Eddie with the S45 VM blade, Titanium Lotus, Lightning Anode scales, and that is the Maximum Para 3 right there. Longer than both. So definitely what I would consider every bit of a full-size knife. Maybe even like a large knife, you know, almost XL, not quite, but almost an XL knife. Let's see, let's get another one out. That's the PMP Big Boy XL, so that might give you, you know, if you see my review of that, which is also coming out this week, or not a review, unboxing I think is coming out this week of that, but that is a huge knife, you know, and that Spartan blade's pretty close to it as far as overall length goes. And one more, that's your Hinder XM18. That's the Skinner version, but yeah, the Spartan Harsey definitely bigger than that. So put them up side by side. Looks like the Hinder's got thicker blade stock. Thickness, you're looking at right around the same area with thickness, but yeah, I just thought it'd be good to put that up there. That's one of the only small batch American made knives that I own is the Hinder XM18, and that's an excellent knife, a workhorse just like this one. But a bunch of key differences really, but they are both massive work animals for sure. That's what they're built for. They can also be collection pieces, you know. I mean, these are hard use knives, you know. You can do all kinds of stuff with them, the, you know, knife stuff, not like prying up bricks and stuff like that, but they're meant to be hard use, heavy duty knives. So let's get out the scale while I'm rambling more and more. And it's pretty heavy, you know. I mean, it's all titanium hardware, titanium pocket clip, you know. I'd say probably about 5.5 ounces, maybe 6 ounces. So yeah, definitely a pretty stout knife as far as weight goes on it, you know. Definitely over an ounce an inch ratio, which is in my estimation no big deal, you know. I mean, if you're wearing like blue jeans or some kind of you know, outdoor, you're working outdoors, something like that, I don't really think it's gonna bother you too much, you know. I mean, I think the pocket clip I'm about to show it, but the pocket clip works great. It fits really good in the pocket, carries really well. If you're wearing gym shorts or swimming trunks, you know, or something like that, I'd suggest either something different or lighter, you know, pocket knife, you know, like the Para 3 lightweight or Sage 5 lightweight, something like that. But let's see, this one goes, that is kind of a shallow carry, not what I'd say is deep carry at all, you know, but yeah, that's how much you got sticking out of your pocket when you're carrying it. Cool looking clip, really neat clip. That arrow, you know, is like kind of signifies that it's like a Spartan blades, but yeah, definitely not a deep carry clip. It is, as you saw, the filler tab. Some people might have seen the filler tab right there, reversible, so you can take that out, take this off, put the filler tab here, put the clip here if you want to mount it for left-hand carry. It's not you can't carry it tipped down, but yeah, you can do left or right hand carry with the blue jeans up here. Let me get out the T8 is what I believe this is. Try not to mess up that definitely don't want to scratch that finish. Yeah, T8 pocket clip screws too. Maybe a T6 on that. No, T8. Just verify that over here. Yep, T8. That's cool. T8 all the way around. That's not a captive pivot, but that pivot is huge, so that will help prevent stripping unless you get crazy with it, or unless it is a false screw like the MSI is. My bad history of stripping out that MSI, which was a T20, but I think this is a T15. It looks bigger than definitely bigger than a T10, and yeah, so that's a T15. Massive size fasteners, that's awesome, you know. Absolutely no issues with that. That's great. Wish it was, you know, single-sided captive would be awesome, but you know, I don't have any issues with that at all. Great great hardware there. I think the hardware is all titanium, almost positive on that. Let me get the magnet out. Oop. Nah, that's not sticking. That's not sticking. Yeah, all titanium on the hardware. Pocket clip. No, pocket clip's titanium too, so awesome. Everything titanium, it seems like, to me anyway. So that's pretty cool. So all the specs out of the way. You got a frame lock here. Doesn't have, let me get the flashlight. I don't think that it has an over travel stop. There's no lock bar screw. I don't know what that is. Anybody, if y'all know what that is in the comments, can you let me know? That'd be good to know. But yeah, I've never claimed to be an expert on this, but yeah, that is not. I don't think you can. No, there's no screw head on there. No internal disc or anything like that. One thing I did notice about it, the clip, the way the clip's mounted. If you look at it, the clip is actually mounted right on that, but the clip helps keep the lock bar from traveling too far out. So whenever you go to open it up, it's touching, when it's flush, it's touching that clip, and that, which is a super heavy duty clip, helps keep it from over traveling out. That way this lock bar doesn't get continuously bent back and stuff, so that's a good thing. It's running on washers, phosphor bronze washers. You can actually see them in there. Front flip it. Yeah, I don't think I can do it, but it is possible, right? If I had more time, more experience with it, and it was my knife and I wasn't scared of throwing it across the room, then yeah, front flipping is definitely possible. That little bit sticking up right there. The thumb studs work great on it. You can reverse flick it from the thumb stud. Well, like I said, it's running on washers, so give it a little bit of risk. You can reverse flick it. Yeah, I can't quite get it out there perfect, but yeah, it is what I would call reminiscent of the Inkosi and the Sabenza with the action. You know, it is definitely, it's not super stiff, but it is definitely, you know, it's not a, what I would say is a fidget toy. Now you can sit here and open and close this thing all day long. It's fairly comfortable for doing that. Thumb studs work great on it, you know, no issues there at all. But it is definitely not, you know, a knife that they're worried about fidget factor. It's not a toy. So yeah, anyway, got a little bit of a ramp up there. Ergonomics, whenever you choke back on it, are perfect, man. I absolutely love it. You got plenty of room back here to choke back, you know, move your pinky around. Again, I wear a large size glove. I got average size hands. Jimping right there makes it even more comfortable. You know, I think that jimping feels really nice. You can choke up on it, on this little flat right there a little bit, get maybe like half a knuckle up on there, you know, to do some a little more detailed work. But yeah, this part, one thing that I was kind of curious about with this, if anybody knows out there, again in the comments, you can help me out with this. But that terminates right there. That edge stops right there, right where you'd see on let's see, let me get, like right where you would see the sharpening choil, you know, on many other knives, or the beginning of a finger choil. Right, it stops right there, and there's almost like a flat. So I don't know the reason for that. Maybe it's to keep it from getting snagged, you know. I mean, I know like with Spyderco's, a lot of their reasoning for not having the sharpening choil is you know, you don't have to worry about that choil getting snagged on something if you're slicing all the way through it, maybe. But yeah, really good looking thumb studs on that, beautiful looking blade. drop point 4 inches almost, or 4 inches exactly. You know, I mean, this is a, like I said, every definition of a full-size knife. S45N on this one. They do come in Magna Cut or S45 right now. They had other variants available in the past. I believe this was released in 2016. It's been out for a while. I think when it was released, it was a knife of the year, though. And well deserving. I mean, this is an awesome piece, awesome knife. Beautiful anodizing. You know, that's the first thing that that you would notice, I would think, you know, other than the size of it maybe, but this anodizing is, you know, absolutely beautiful anodizing on it. This pattern is called Royal Flush. You know, got your 10 Jack, Queen, King, Ace spades there. Pretty cool, man. Absolute cutting machine in the hand. I mean, this thing feels like it was built to, you know, just cut and cut and cut. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, man. Thank you, you know, you are, for letting me borrow this knife. I appreciate it very much, and very, very generous, very nice of you. It will be going back soon. And oh, that is also another thing right there, is that jimping on the bottom. You know, that kind of helps out too. You know, you can feel it. You can feel it right there. But yeah, this is an absolute cutting machine. This is, like I said again, right along the lines of like a McNeese, you know, a Hinder, Strider, Chris Reeve, stuff like that. You can get these base, I think, for without the fancy anodizing and everything. If you just get like plain Jane, I think they run around $425 or $450 maybe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but yeah, something close to that. I really like the Plague Doctor one. I think that's kind of like a grail of mine. I'd really love to have that one day, maybe, you know. But this one in particular runs $550 with this really cool looking anodizing on it, with this Royal Flush pattern. Got Spartan's logo right there. Williams, I think it's William. Yeah, it's like William Spartley, or William W. Harsey logo. USA S45N, and the Spartan Blades logo right there. So not a whole lot of billboarding. Looks really clean to me. Looks really nice. Beautiful knife, man. Awesome knife. We'll definitely be putting that on the Made in USA and Most Recommended Knives playlist. It is an awesome knife, and I really appreciate y'all. Appreciate the viewer letting me borrow it. Means a lot to me, and definitely helps the channel out when I get stuff like this in. If you like this one, if you hate it, if you've got experience with it, if you know something I don't about it, which that is extraordinarily possible, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. If you know about that, why that's flat right there, maybe, or anything else. Tell me about the Spartan Harsey, your experience with it, what you think about it, what you think about the review, the channel, everything. I appreciate it, guys. Again, smash the like button if you like the content. Hit subscribe if you want more of it. And thanks to my Patreons, my channel members, everybody that supports me. You guys are awesome, and keep helping me be able to check out awesome knives. So that's a great thing, man. Really good experience. And I'll see you guys, I guess, on the next one. Stay sharp.